So definitely better with that, you know. I didn't put up the little boxes to box people in. Matter of fact, I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of the little boxes. I got 2 phones. If you want to say something, just say it in the chat, my friend. For the life of me, I can't figure out how to get just our picture. Can I stop the breathing? Well, if I stop breathing, then we've got other issues, don't we? So no, I cannot stop breathing. If my breathing bothers you that much, then you don't have to be here. We're getting somewhere now, guys. So apparently I've just got 2 layouts. I didn't do nothing. Okay. Hey, Janette. Are y'all seeing it as a circle up there with mine and Angela's picture in it? And then a bunch of little empty things. I don't know how to change it off of that. Hey, Jamie, how are you doing? Christina, we are safe. I had a lot going on this week. Like I said, we are not where we want to be, but we are not where we was. It's kind of a situation that just had to settle. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. I don't even know how to do the request. So, but it's like I say, we haven't got to where we was wanting to go to, where we could get the brand new nice place. But we are not in the same place. If we can come up with the money, we are still planning on moving to an apartment. So that is still something we're looking to do. Hey, Mex, it's going pretty good. Peter Pan, the weather is quite nice here today. Sun's shining. It's really nice out here today. Sweet and sassy, most definitely nobody's. That's why I've got the screen blacked out. I was debating on going live, and I was like, there's nothing really behind me that anybody could, if you could pick out where we was at from what's behind me, then you need to go work for the FBI and help find some of these missing people. I still say some of these people who track us down and track other people down on this app should do that. But I was just like, I'll just use this feature where I can just talk and y'all know what I look like. And I did trim my beard, so it's pretty short now. Thank you for the gifts. Not working, but about to start working. Like I said, we didn't land where we wanted to land, but we are out of the old place. I still, for the life of me, don't know how people found out we was even at that hotel. But I've seen so many posts about claiming we're still there, and we are not. Feel free to call the place. Y'all doing it anyway. Need a drink of water. We do have a room now. Like I said, we was able to find a we was able to find a place to lay our heads and everything while we're still working towards the goal of getting in an apartment. Hey, Kayla. Our biggest thing now is just keeping food. So, Mix, I do not want to give out too many details. I hope you understand. Hey, Carson, how are you? You're fine. I've got the screen swiped over. I don't even know who's requesting. See, I got a Stacy Mueller requested, Carolyn requested, Sweet and Sassy, and I got 2 phones. Oh, what was going on with you down south? I said, right now we're doing pretty good. Like I said, our biggest worry is food. Oh no. Well, since you're out of ICU, I'm going to take that as a hint that you're doing better. What's for lunch? I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch. I get that, Bigfoot. I get that. Well, we are definitely glad that you're back home, that you're feeling better. Hate to see any of our friends go through any kind of hardships, especially with being in the hospital. It just, Angela was there for about 2 or 3 days. Okay, David, where'd you send it to? People, y'all got to realize that I get notifications when something comes through. The car did pretty good. It still has a few little issues. It needs a couple of O2 sensors replaced on it. But as far as cruising down the road, I wasn't trying to go, 100 miles an hour down the road. I was just driving a little bit under the speed limit. I don't drive fast anyway. And we made it to where we was going pretty good. Good grief. Sweet and sassy. Everybody was just in the hospital. Hey, Roman. We took a few days away from here to try to figure things out, and everybody went to the hospital. That's awesome, Roman. You seen a Photoshop or a AI generated picture of me and my wife at the buffet. If you look back at it, the original picture was me and her at the gym. So nice try, Sandy. Hey, Holly and Ben. Yeah, it's like I posted a picture of me and Angela walking on the treadmill side by side. And somebody took that and ran it through Chat GPT and made it a picture where it looked like we was at a Chinese buffet. And that's the picture they're claiming it was. Exactly, down south. But again, it's like the situation we're in. When we get some money, we go to the grocery store. We don't go out to eat because we're trying to buy things that are, the Chinese buffet in Dyersburg was like, used to be $32 for two people, $32 at the grocery store buy, a couple meals if you, at least a couple meals. Maybe a little bit more if you can shop right in there, catch some good deals and stuff. So it's like we don't do that, but because enough people say we do, that's what we do. And I gotta tell you guys, it feels so good to be on a live and not having to worry about everything around me. So. Yeah, exactly, Bigfoot. I mean, when we go eat Chinese food, it's mainly eating noodles, General Tso's chicken, and honey chicken. That's the majority of what the plate is. Last time I think we got those little boxes at Walmart. It's like the white and green boxes. I can't remember the name of them. They're like $9 for the chicken. We bought a smaller thing of the honey chicken that was like $6, and they had a thing of noodles for like $6. So it was like $20 to eat Chinese food at the house. Oh, and some egg rolls. Can't forget the egg rolls. And or at the hotel room. We wasn't at the house. At the old hotel we had. So it was just simpler to do that than it was and cheaper. I don't like the duck sauce. Angela likes the duck sauce, but I don't like the duck sauce. I like taking my noodles and mixing them up with my General Tso's, and then pouring some yum yum sauce on them. Hey, Twisted. Today I really feel like I'm doing radio because there's no video of me, and it's kind of free. No, I think duck sauce is a little bit different from sweet and sour. I like sweet and sour sauce. I don't know, something about the duck sauce I just didn't like. I don't like the hot mustard either. But again, it's just, I don't like too many things that are hot. I don't like hot General Tso's. So it's just like I become a big baby when it comes to hot stuff lately. It's not really because I can't stand the heat when I'm eating it. It's just I can't stand the after effects. I guess I got to think too. The one thing that I'm doing today on this is, if I get distracted, I got to remember y'all can't see me being distracted. Excuse me, guys. Trying to get used to sleeping somewhere different. It's all better than the car, though. Yes, Boston. That's the exact reason. Yeah, they took a picture of me. I don't know what the picture was, what it was actually from, but they made it look like I was on a treadmill, and they had to give me oxygen on the treadmill because I was too fat to be on it. And then they made another picture up where it looked like I was fixing the car. So, and they took the picture of me and Angela on the treadmill together and made it look like we were sitting at a Chinese buffet. They've gone as far as to take pictures of me and put the priest collar on me and make fun of me because I'm trying to live a more religious life. You know, so that's how far they're wanting to take things. I think junior high and high school students are more mature than some of these people. You know, it's like they talk about my weight and tell me I need to lose weight, but then I try to do something to lose weight. And then they talk about me doing the thing about they talk about me going and trying to work out at the gym. It's like, and then if I say I'm trying to eat healthier and everything, I get talked about then. It's kind of like it's the whole situation of damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's kind of like that's how it feels, because it's like, okay, so I'm overweight. I know I'm overweight. I don't need to be reminded of that every time I get online. I don't need to be reminded of that, in the body shaming. And I go to the gym to try to exercise and lose weight, and then I get shamed for going to the gym. It's just like, I don't understand it. Some of these people, I believe, if you walked up to them and handed them $1 million, they would complain about having to pay taxes on it. If you gave them $1 million, they'd be like, well, how come it wasn't 2? It's like, I don't understand it. So, but I have spent all week away from watching videos and checking other websites. I have had stuff sent to me. I like the pictures of them, poking fun at me for, running it through ChatGPT, where it looks like I'm passing out on the treadmill and needed oxygen. So, people still send me stuff. But other than that, like I said, it's been a pretty good week. Amber, it's going pretty decent, I guess. The only thing me and Angela really are worried about right now is trying to come up with some money for some food. We didn't make it where we wanted to go, but we made it somewhere else. And I think I was answering that as you was typing it, probably. We didn't quite make it to where we was needing to go. But we made it to somewhere else, and we're still working towards that goal. So, and it was pretty nice to be somewhere where, like, I went for 3 job interviews this week. And starting one of them Sunday. So, and there is no information going to be given about where, so please do not ask. You've been here for a while, you all should know why. But yeah, that's our biggest thing. And here's something else. I'm just gonna put this out here, guys, in this chat. I'm leaning some different directions in the chat here lately. I've been thinking about this. I'm not going to answer any questions about my taxes. Thank you, Jennifer. I'm not going. When I say I'm not going to answer questions about my taxes, I'm not going to answer any questions about what I filed and how I filed them. They're filed and they're filed legally. They was accepted by the IRS and they're being processed. So they was filed. When I filed my EBT, everything was filed. Everything was given to them. My PayPal, my Venmo, my Cash App. Everything was given to them. So I'm not going to sit here and keep answering those questions over and over and over for these trolls. So after this, if you jump in and you ask the questions about, did you file the 1099 for this? Did you fill this out for your EBT? You're getting blocked because I'm tired of hearing it. The fur baby is doing fantastic. It took her a couple of days to get used to everything, and the where we're at. Like I said, we didn't get to the place where we wanted to be, but we're safe and in a place, but it's not where we was hoping to land. But she's liking it. It took her a little while to get used to it, just like it took me and Angela a couple of days to really get used to everything, and so it's just it's all an adjustment process. Lord, guys, I haven't been sleeping. You already know I don't sleep good anyway. Just a whole new area and new place and new everything has just got me not sleeping worth a poo. So, but definitely wanted to get on here. I didn't want to get on here in the room, and then I thought, well, I can do this where you can't see nothing but a picture. And I could have stayed in the room, but doing the good old sitting in the car type thing. We are exploring some of the resources this area has. I don't know what's here just yet, but we are definitely looking into them and hoping they're better than where we was at. So thank you, Jamie. Appreciate that. Give me 1 second to pause, you guys, and I'll be right back. How do I pause? The pause isn't here anymore. Huh. Bear with me, guys. See, that's what I've been trying to figure out is how to remove the boxes, and I couldn't get it. Is right or unalive? I like how you got to put that on here. We have a room at this moment. What we could really use some help with is some food. That would be a huge help if anybody could help us out any at all with any type of food. How do I do my grid layout? Because I've done it to where it just moves me to the top. One thing it does is takes me from there to there. It's in settings. I go to settings. My settings shows comment settings, allow comments, mask comments, filter comments, off, block keywords. Oh, clicked on something. Rankings, muted accounts, blocked accounts. Not seeing a lot of settings. Got a lot of highlights. Yeah, I'm not for sure. Only I could do was go over here to this one. Allow guest requests, multi-guest, extra rewards. Some reason I cannot get it to change over from there. But I'm fine with it if you guys are fine with it. "28 inches of snow, good Lord." That is, I'm glad you kept it all. The old town of Dyersburg was to ever get 28 inches of snow, that town would be crippled until it melted. The way they handled this last thing is just was pathetic. So hey, Wingo. Well, we've just kind of been talking today about a little bit about everything. Me and Angela are safe. We didn't get to go where we wanted to go, but we did get somewhere safe. And now our biggest worry right now is trying to get some food. So that's basically what we've been kind of discussing and stuff. So, yeah, that's a lot of snow that we dropped on you. 28 inches. I just. I don't know. These people who keep making these accounts saying I can hear you breathe. Like, do y'all just not want me to breathe? So that's kind of the only other solution, right? Like, yeah, I'm breathing a little heavy, but yeah, I guess it will, Stan. I guess it will. My bad, Twisted. Yeah, I guess I just gave them a sound effect to put on that picture of they made of me with the oxygen mask on the treadmill. But that's not body shaming at all. That's not making fun of anybody at all, is it? If you're manipulating a photo to make it do something else, that's bullying and making fun of someone. Am I wrong about that? Yeah, and that's the one they was me and Ashley was on the treadmill together, and they twisted that one to make it look like we was on the buffet. So, I mean, I didn't. I felt like it. I felt exactly like you're. You can sit there and say it's for educational purposes, and we're just trying to do this, and we're just trying to do that. But what's the educational purpose of putting out a picture of me on the treadmill and can't breathe? And it's a fake picture. What's that bringing awareness to for people? You know, you don't do anything but bring awareness, educate people. So, what is that bringing education to? Okay, Jesse. Well, that's kind of how I feel and see about things. It's like if you're making pictures about somebody, making fun of them, that's not educational, and that's nothing but hate. So you can't Photoshop a picture to make fun of somebody and put up underneath it, oh, this is for educational purposes. I mean, I might be wrong about that, but I feel like if you got to justify something you're doing, like if I say something, then I got to justify it. You know, it's just a bunch of crazy stuff on here. It's just a bunch of trolls who really don't warrant the effort it takes to respond back to them. So, you could care less what I think. Miss Sarah with no profile picture, no followers, nobody, you're not following. Nobody likes me. I think, is that true, guys? Does nobody like me? I feel like there's some people in this chat that probably likes me. I haven't been in the gym since I was 8 years old in 1988. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Is that all you got today, Sarah? Is I need to have my breathing checked out? 1988, so stupid. I was 8 years old in 1988. So it's like, how many 8-year-olds do you know that goes to the gym? None. Since I'm not on oxygen. Only oxygen I get is when I'm breathing. I didn't know that breathing could aggravate somebody so much. I really didn't. I'm about to write this second because they're nothing but a troll account. So they want to say that the first thing I do is block people. Well, yeah, trolls get blocked. That's what happens. You know, give it a few minutes, they'll be right back in here with a different troll account. That's unfortunately that's TikTok for you. You can bully, you can rip off people's pictures, you can act like them, you can put fake pictures up of somebody, you can do all you want of stuff like that, and it's fine. But heaven forbid someone tries to sell a pair of shoes. That's none of the TikTok shop. It wasn't me that was trying to sell them. It was a friend of mine. So, it is what it is, though, guys, and that's all it's ever been. It's been going pretty good. We haven't been on the last. I think Monday might have been the last night we was on. If we was on Monday, I know we wasn't on Tuesday because we was busy moving. So, just really wanted to get on here today and talk to everybody, let everybody know that we are safe. We didn't get to where we was wanting to go to, but we did get someplace safe. Thank you, Paulette. So things will be turning around for us. They really will be. Yeah. But I'm not going to be on a whole lot longer. Like I said, this was just to touch base with everybody because a lot of people was reaching out to us. And we definitely appreciate that. And guys, if you reached out to us and asked how we was doing, checking on us and everything, guys, thank you so much. It does mean the world to us to know that there are some really good people out there who actually care. Hey, pass me. And, it kind of makes you feel a little bit better about life. And I know not everybody is just these heartless trolls. It's about what you got to go through some days. No, we didn't get the money we needed because we didn't get the place we were going to. We had to find someplace different. We still ended up, leaving the hotel we was at. Contrary to everybody's beliefs on the other side of this story, we left the town. Didn't have enough to get to the apartment, and but we got somewhere safe. We had to do that, so. Right now, our biggest worry is desperately needing some help to get some food. Trying to find the new town we're in, what resources are here, what we can do about that. If we can get any help. So that's where all that situation is at. It's a fresh start. It's going to be a good start. It's going to be all right. Sorry, guys, popping my fingers. Boy, it felt good. I don't know if we'll be back on tonight or not. We might be. So I kind of hate the format that I've got going on right now where, y'all can't see me and it's kind of weird, but it's the situation that we have to take. And it is what it is to be safe. Sammy Lee, we're trying to figure out where all that stuff's at. We've Googled some places and called around for a few places. So we're still trying to figure out where everything's at here, what days, what time stuff's operating on. We actually missed a food bank this morning they closed at 12. So I don't know where a soup kitchen is up here. We've Googled that and couldn't find an actual soup kitchen, but we did find some food banks. But it's like we missed them a little bit into the week. So the one that we did get some help from is a once a month type situation. So So what we're kind of working on now is calling around to some churches and asking them and going from there. But we've struck out quite a bit today. So we have definitely started looking around some places like that. I think Monday we'll have some luck with some of them. Some of them were just not knowing the hours, and the hours online is saying one thing, and then their hours is a different thing. And I was told by one, if I can come Tuesday, they can help us out with some food. They do them on Tuesdays and Thursday, and just different. We've been calling around a lot of places trying to find some resources and figure out what's here. Because, like I said, it's a whole new area, so it's just we don't know much about resources. But that's about the situation. We just wanted to get on. Well, I say we. Angela's not in the car with me. I didn't want to leave any chance of anybody seeing anything and then somebody being able to track us down again. So I was like, I'll go to the car. I'll find someplace good to park where it's, if you can pick us out from a tree, then my God, you need to be working for the FBI. I said that earlier. I'll say it again. I still think that some of these people who can track you down and find you and apparently have enough time on their hands to dig back to 2013 on my Instagram and post a joke post that I made. Yeah. If you got time to dig back for 13 years on my Instagram, and I post quite a bit on there, or used to anyway, then it's kind of stalkish. If you got time to dig up Twitter accounts that I forgot about 20 years ago, well, Brenda probably would have asked that question before I shared the live. But me and my wife, we recently had to change locations because we was being trolled on here and in real life. We're at a new location now. Not saying where, anything like that, but basically needing a little help to get some food. It took virtually everything we had to get here and get the room we have now. We couldn't get the apartment that we wanted. Even though that's going to turn out to be cheaper for us in the long run. But it is what it is. So that's kind of what this is about. I usually don't have it just a picture. I usually have it a video, the live of me. No, we didn't get the apartment, but we got somewhere safe. Brenda, I sure hate to hearing that. We will lift you up in our prayers and everything. We'll keep you in our thoughts and prayers. It's never an easy time when you lose anybody, but we would definitely keep you in our prayers. It's like I said, it's never an easy time losing anybody. I can't imagine losing a child. We don't have any children, so but I can't imagine going through that. So like I said, we will definitely keep you in our thoughts and prayers. Hey, Kit, we're doing pretty decent. So I was telling the chat a while ago, like the only thing we're really struggling with at this time is food. Elroy, there are more job opportunities here. Well, that's awesome, Clyde. I'm glad you went. I hope you had a good time. We do still have the fur baby. Yeah, we still have her. We'll have her until she crosses that rainbow bridge. It definitely is, Elroy. So it's always a positive when there's more work opportunities. All right, thank you, Elroy. You have a good day. But I'm about to get off here in just a couple of minutes, guys. Well, cute bacon, I guess we can go ahead and just block that account too. So let's see if they got an account number 3. Listen, with the stuff that me and Angela's been through, if you jump on here and your name is watching you or watching this or something like that right there, and you don't have a profile picture, you just have a regular picture, like that one was a picture of a TV, I want to block you because I don't feel safe with it. Oh, Pixie. Well, maybe they do, maybe they don't. Hey, Michelle. So why do people get on here just to try to make somebody mad? Can one of y'all that do that explain that to me? If you can get on here and you can make fun of, I'm a big guy, I'm breathing heavy, did this, oh yeah, well they love these buffets, you know. Can you explain to me why that's your day? Hey Anastasia, how are you doing? I just really want to know. It's like, I'm not getting on here. I'm not talking bad about anybody. I'm not putting anybody down. I'm not making fun of anybody. But yeah, people still feel the need to get on here and do that to me. And I'm just wondering why. Just wondering why. We're doing pretty decent, I guess. We're just I was hoping we could maybe get a little help on some food until we can get to some food banks next week. How about yourself? Yeah, I know all for one. Yeah, he's got a list of stuff on his profile, but it's also a jerk and a bully on here. So it's kind of like, just I'll Google a bunch of stuff and put them in a link tree, and that makes me a good guy, so I can say whatever I want to say about people. Yeah, he's come on here and he's went as far as going and buying a fake beard to wear while talking about me, acting like he's me with a fake beard on and stuff. So yeah. So I have, and I've got to get back with them next week about some things. I missed some time frames on some places. I feel like I'm on a loop of answering the same questions over and over and over. So me and my wife both been working on calling some churches and everything, trying to get some help. So some of them are just like Tuesday and Thursday. Some of them are, and we'll help you on, we do this on Friday until 12. That's what we heard on one. You get here, we help you out Friday until 12. Some of them is just an answering machine. Yeah, Janae, and see, people think that somebody's sitting at these churches and these places 24 hours a day, and they're not. So I'm not working at the moment, but I'm, see, the one that was in Dyersburg did a soup kitchen Monday through Thursday at 12 o'clock. They would help you with the box of food once every 6 months. I don't know how the one is here. I haven't been able to get a hold of somebody. I've called the Salvation Army number where we're at. I get a voicemail. I've left several voicemails. So, no anesthesia. I'm fine with that. I've went to some interviews and I'm good with that. Thank you, though. For me to say, yes, I need help finding a job, I would have to tell you where I'm at, and I don't know you enough to tell you where I'm at. So, if it was somebody that I knew and they was asking me that, I'd probably jump all over it and say, yeah, if you can help me with something like that, yeah, definitely. Most definitely do it. But you might be a good person. I don't know. I don't know you. So, and I will not give up the location and where we're at. I will, however, take another drink of this water because I'm getting raspy. So, but Janae, it's just like we was talking about. People don't realize that these places only operate certain times. A lot of these places have got volunteers in them, and there's not somebody sitting there from 6 a.m. to 10 at night. You're saying yours was food bank on Thursday, and stuff like that. And people don't realize that it's not just call and grab it, And I don't know where the stories come from that we went to a food bank and didn't like what they gave us and threw away. I don't know where that story came from. Stuff gets so twisted. I have not reached out to that because I don't even know what that is, but I will look it up. I will take a screenshot. But it's just, yeah, exactly, Twister. It's not like a grocery store. People think it's like a freaking grocery store to be able to go to a food bank or a food pantry, and you just walk in, you get what you want, and you walk out at whatever time you want to go. But a lot of them are open from here to here, and this is what we got. Like I said, I don't know where the story has morphed itself into. I said we went and got food from the food bank and didn't like what they gave us and threw it away. I'm having a hard time understanding that one. So if one of these awareness people has that clip of me saying that, please show it. You don't have it because I've never said it, but I'm really kind of just calling you out on to show proof of that because a lot of times when you go to a food bank, that's what they're giving you. They're giving you cans of beans and stuff. And when you don't have a way to cook that stuff, it's kind of useless. It really is. If they give you 10 cans of beans and you don't have no way to open them, you don't have a way to cook them, you don't have anything to do with them, you know. When we went to the Salvation Army, I knew what we could use and what we couldn't use in that box. And what we used, we took with us. And I told them, I was like, we can't use this because of there's things here we can't cook. There's things here that we can't put something in the oven. We don't have an oven. We don't have pots and pans. We can't use this. And left it at the food bank. We do have a crock pot. So I don't know where the story of we got food from a food bank and I didn't like it and threw it away came from. Check in your area for people that do food pantries and stand outside their home. Okay, I will, Janina. I will. Like I said, we're fresh to this area, so we're still trying to learn things and places to help and places to go and it's like it's crazy because we can't just like I don't even have Facebook anymore. I don't even own and operate a Facebook account anymore because of the trolls. We have been Googling a lot of stuff. I've been calling places. Gas is a lot cheaper when you call before you go. You know, I don't want to drive across town and get there and the places doesn't do anything. So I've been calling places. I've been looking up stuff. And like I said, I think next week we're going to have some. I think we're going to have some luck on finding some help with that. Because I'm learning the times and stuff that someone's going to be in the office. I'm learning some times where, you know, some of the churches are going to be there. So, yeah. Wild Child, that's a yes and a no type answer. Yes, we're in a new place. No, it's not exactly where we wanted to be. So, yes, Twisted. We get them on the 8th, which I know is right around the corner too. So that's $162, and that's going to help. That's definitely going to help. You know. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane with the EBT and everything. It's just, I don't get, I don't think anybody could get anything on $24 a month to last anytime. I gotta remember too that you guys can't see me today, so when I get quiet and I'm just looking at the screen, y'all know how I do. Y'all been around. If you've been on here, whether you're someone who actually follows us and likes us or you're a troll, you know how I do on here. $440 rent would be really nice. But we'll stay on here for another 11 minutes. 11 minutes would put us at an hour and a half. And put us at 325. So it puts all the numbers in a order that I can live with in my head. I like how these people also think that my whole life has been nothing. Like I didn't work at NSK for 7.5 years. Like I didn't work from the age of 21 to 20, almost 25 at the prison when I was younger. Like I didn't work, like I said, 7.5 years at Rough Country. Well, not Rough Country, but NSK. I worked 2.5 years at Rough Country. I worked for a restaurant until they closed. And then I know it was at least 5 or 6 years. So I like how people think that I've never worked a day in my life. You know, I love it. I love it, guys. I love it. But I didn't do none of that. Y'all say what I did. Y'all just keep making my life up for me. Whoever's writing the script of my life, though, it'd be nice if y'all, since y'all know it all, write something in there good. She's doing pretty good, Michelle. She's like I said, she's doing pretty good. She's in her room right now. When I got on, I wasn't thinking about doing this screen, and I didn't want anybody to see anything in the room, and do a reverse Google search like they did, and found out when we were staying in, because we was staying at the Colonial Inn in Dyersburg, and they found that out and threw a reverse Google search and bragged about it. One of the creators on this page here was the day I said we was having to move. It was, well, these are all the cities that are close to him. Let's find where he's at or where he's going. And I'm just like, come on. And then to sit there and dig 13 years back and post on my Instagram to find posts that I forgot about. They found 2 GoFundMes I made that I completely forgot about. But then claimed I got money off of them. I made a GoFundMe because when I was working at NSK, and I was in a lot better shape, I wanted to start a fitness company. I wanted to do shirts and stuff. And I wanted them to be positive shirts for the gym. I wanted to make shirts where if somebody walked into the gym and it was brand new and they felt like they didn't belong, they could see somebody wearing one of these shirts, had a little quote on it, and it would make them feel better about being there. I didn't get a dime off that. I made a GoFundMe trying to start something to help people get insurance that didn't have insurance. That didn't go nowhere. I made a GoFundMe when we first got in this situation, tried to get us help out of this situation. Didn't get a dime off of it. But apparently I've gotten thousands of dollars off of it. I don't know. What's crazy is people think they've lived my life I have an SMTH called laziness. Okay. Oh, and posting a picture of my wife from a year and a half ago, talking about that doesn't look like a woman going through cancer. She didn't go through cancer a year and a half ago. That was in 2014. And I've never once gotten on here and said, my wife has cancer, send me money. If I have, prove it. Don't y'all think that clip would be all over the place? People who's not ever met me, who's not ever had a conversation with me, that think they can sit here and tell you about my life better than I can. And if I say something about my life, I'm lying about it because they know better, because they know my life so well. It's crazy. Hey, Jelly Bean. People researched you because you only admitted asking for help just recently. Challenge accepted. Okay, well, let me ask you this. Where did you do your research at? Other people's TikToks? Did you pull my name up and seen somebody saying something about me on TikTok? So it's got to be the truth. If there was a video of me saying, my wife has cancer, we need money for treatment, that video would have been all over this site already. That would have been used against me 100 times already. And doing research on somebody is not going to a TikTok page that's got videos of that person up there and saying, oh, I did my research. I watched TikTok videos on you. Yeah. No crap. Precancerous cells is not cancer. Yeah, I know that. Y'all don't know what happened from the first time up until the surgery, the first doctor's appointment she had when we was told about everything, up until her surgery. So there's a big time gap in between there that she dealt with a lot of stuff that y'all don't know about because y'all didn't live my life. You wasn't there in 2014 dealing with it. We was. We know what happened from the first doctor visit until the hysterectomy because we lived the life. So don't come on here and tell me my wife didn't go through something when we lived through it. Because somebody wants to get on here and say that she didn't. You know, I guess we're back to the theory that if enough people believe it and says that's what it is and that's the truth and this is what's good for it, that's what it is. It's got to be the truth because enough people say it, right? It can't. This has got to be the way it's got to be done because enough people say it, right? It's just the point of, no one telling these stories about our life, lived our life. Peterbilt, I really tried to look at it that way and go on about my life with everything. But man, it gets so tiresome to wake up every day and you see a new video, a new picture was made about you, a new video was made. This chat was made about you just to talk about you and put you down and say this didn't happen and that didn't happen. And people get on here when you're just trying to do a live and just talk to your friends and make these profiles up, poking fun at us because we never got to have kids. Poking fun at the way I breathe. Tell me I need to stop breathing. I should stop breathing was one of the names I'll go. So I'm assuming they mean stop breathing heavy. But still. No, maybe it's time for people to act like they've got some kind of a heart. Yeah, they did, Marie. Their screen name was "You Should Stop Breathing." Have you been here the whole live? Are you following me? I hope you're following me, because what I'm going to do is when I get off here, I'm going to go through the block list and I'm going to pop up the one that says "You Should Stop Breathing," and I'm going to tag you in that post so you can see it. And then I want you to tell everybody you was wrong. Can you handle that? Queen, I don't know how I do either. Maria, I asked you a question. I can handle a job. Can you handle coming out here and saying you was wrong about something? Can you do that? You can't even answer a question that I'm asking you. You don't need a box. You can answer right here. Can you, when I prove you wrong that someone was on here, and I tag you in that post where it says you should stop breathing, can you be an adult and go on here and say you was wrong? Journey, I can't let these people sit here and dog us out the rest of my life. Even when we're not on this app, they dog us out. I haven't been live. This is the first time I've been live, I think, since Monday. I think I might have got on Monday, Sunday, one of them 2 days. And it's been all week long of fake pictures being made, fake videos being made. Taking the post I made with the Bible scriptures and putting that out there. It's like, where does it end? She's muted, not blocked, because I want to be sure I can go back and tag her. It's just... About to get off here, Wendy. I just got on here to talk. See if anybody be willing to help us with a little grocery. And I ended up losing my cool when I shouldn't. I didn't go too bad, though. I'm tired of being judged for stuff from my past, too, guys. I'm telling you right now, I'm so sick and tired of being judged for cussing in my past. And the people who want to judge that and make these videos like, oh, this is the real Tim. He does this. Yeah, I've cussed in my past. I've done a lot of things in my past I shouldn't have done. But we all have. So I'm just sick and tired of people trying to take something from years ago and pass it off as, hey, this is how he exactly is today. Or something that was said a year ago on this app that they recorded. Like, it's weird anyway. Like, I don't understand why record me and sit here and take your time and edit videos about me. This is weird. But that's not stalking. Yeah. Wendy, we are somewhere safe. That's we couldn't get to where we was wanting to go to, but we got somewhere safe. So, and I'm about to go inside that safe place and use the safe toilet because I got to tinkle. And make fun of me for saying that. I don't care. I don't care. Tinkle, 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 tinkle. Angel, they took the post. It was just a scripture. It wasn't a picture of me or anything. It was just me talking about, hey, at the end of the day, we need love, air, and Jesus. And they have made fun of me so much for that. And they've poked fun of, they went as far as photoshopping a picture with me wearing one of the little priest collars and calling me Pastor Tummy Tim. Thank you, Jelly Bean. You know, they mock me because I'm trying to have a different relationship with the Lord. I'm trying to do better with that. And it's just like, man. Yeah. I know the good Lord said, love your enemies like you love your friends, but it's like, man, I've sat here and I'm like, truly have prayed for these people because I don't know what's wrong with their lives so much where they got to make other people miserable. I don't understand that. But it's like, and I've tried to just let it go, and I've tried not to talk about it, but man, it bothers me so much. And they know it bothers me, and that's why they do it. And it's just a cycle that I'm trying to figure out how to get off of. Because once I break that part to where, man, this doesn't control anything, any emotion from me anymore. They don't have anything on me anymore. And that's where I've got to get to where I can go, okay, they don't have anything on me. First of all, my past, they don't have anything on me in my past that God hasn't already forgiven. So post all the videos you guys wanted me cussing in the past and try to say this is the real Tim or not. It doesn't matter what you think. Hey, Mayhem. Yeah, it's been a few days. We're doing pretty decent. We got to a safer spot. We're just having a little issue with getting some food and stuff. It's just well, we didn't get to the new place that we wanted to get to. We didn't raise the money for it, so we kind of just landed where we could. But we are away from Dyersburg. I would love to share the information where we're at with my friends and stuff, but I can't even. There's so many people we didn't even tell. We was just like, the more people who know, there's a better chance to say something, you know. And I'm just like, don't want to lie to anybody about it, but then again, I can't tell anybody about it. Like, I can't be happy about having a new opportunity in life. You know, it's like I would love to have that moment to where I can tell some of my true friends that would be happy for us that, hey, this is what's going on in our lives, and this is opportunities we're getting to come up and everything, and share that happiness with them. But it's kind of like, the more ears that hear it, the better chance. So what was that saying? The more ears that hear it, the more lips can tell it. Oh, Janae, I've seen it, and it's so many times on this app that friends have turned on us. Even here recently, we had this situation where, and it may have been Sunday, maybe, I don't remember the last time we was on live. I guarantee you, nobody on this app knows where we're at. But it's like, what was I saying? Before that nobody knows where we're at. What was I saying, guys? Yeah. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I got you. Boy, that's all you ever do is pop in here and tell me somebody's streaming my live. So, I already know that. I say that every time. Anyway, before I forget. Are we seeing that? Is that not body shaming, guys? Is that not body shaming? Thank you, Shelby. I didn't know you was in here. Had a situation this last live where somebody was playing me and another friend, and they just come right back with another one. Exactly. but they was trying to turn us and one of our friends against each other by sending me a screenshot of them saying something, but then sending them a quote of what I said. And I liked the Christmas steak too. I thought it was funny. But unfortunately with me, I deal with being an adult, and everybody else deals with being an adult. If you tell me someone has said something about me, I want that person, to go, hey, this is why I said it, or I didn't say it. So I sent that person, I ain't gonna go say that person. I sent Minnie a screenshot of what was, I was like, hey, can you explain this to me? And when she responded, we talked. Can y'all not hear me? I'm not on mute. I do have my picture set up differently today. Y'all can hear me? Okay. I think Shelby was saying I was on mute, but she might not have realized because I got my picture the way it's set up and stuff. So I sent that to Minnie. We had a conversation. And like two adults, and talked about things. She told me this was said. I said, hang on a minute. I'll send you a screenshot of exactly what I said. And it was different from what she was told. And then she sends me the screenshot back that says, hey, this is what I was told. Okay, so anybody from Awareness, do y'all condone that? If you're in here, you're a troll from Awareness, are y'all condoning someone getting on here with multiple accounts saying that my wife looks like a pig? Is that actions y'all condone? I know you're in here. I know you're watching from another account. So is that something you guys are condoning? Shelby, can you hear me? Brooke, I know you're trying to guide me over to All for One. And I've touched on that topic so many times with him, and you've been in the chat while I touched on that topic. He even popped into the chat a while ago, or at least it was something that said it was his name. When we first got in the hotel, I used two of his resources to get put on a waiting list for housing. Well, then this All for One, this such great guy is going to go order, or I don't know if he ordered it or he bought it somewhere. He came up with it. He didn't grow it. This fake beard to put on and make fun of me during videos. So, but he's such a great guy because he puts a list of stuff that you can find on Google on his page. So, that really did make me get off here a while ago. I got talking, got fired up. So we'll do 11 more minutes. That'll put me at 2 hours. First time I heard it, I thought about that old singing group. Here we are again, Awareness. Do y'all condone that? Somebody speak up over here. I know y'all are in here. All right, Tusk. Does anybody want to speak up on that? Because, I mean, that's body shaming that y'all swear y'all don't do. So, and he might not be with the word. I don't know. That account might not be with the awareness, but it sets up the same way as all the burner and troll accounts come across with this awareness crowd. So, but not a one of them is going to step up and say, no, we don't condone that. Unless they're talking to their screen on the other side that I can't hear. Take a swig of water to wet my whistle. Tusk, that's actually kind of tame compared to some of the stuff they say. And I will say 100% that this is the way I look at it. Tell me if I'm wrong. If I run a page and somebody is commenting stuff about something like that, or they get worse. They're body shaming somebody, they're making fun of somebody, and I run that page and I allow it to happen on a page that I have complete control of, that I check daily, that I can block people, I can take stuff off of it, but I choose not to. Am I not just putting my stamp of approval on stuff like that by allowing that to happen on a page that I run? To me, it's the same thing as doing it. If you have the power to stop it and you're not stopping it on the page that you have that you can edit stuff off of, then you are 100% saying that you agree with people saying stuff like that. That you agree with people body shaming, that you agree with people harassing people, that you agree with people making up pictures and making up stories and stuff. You're 100% saying you agree with all that. So you cannot get back on TikTok and say, I don't endorse the body shaming, because you're endorsing it and you're allowing it to happen on your Reddit page. Now that was long-winded, but it's kind of like, I don't even know what you can really compare it to. It's just like if I say, I don't know what to compare it to. No, we did not raise over $700. That was another story that was made up. The last live I did, we were still short $695. So no, I didn't raise over $700 to get here. But someone said that I got a large donation in one of the lives about me. So that's got to be what happened. It's got to be what happened. Right? Because if enough people say it, it's true. It's true. So it's got to be the truth because enough people say it. Or if you can make enough people believe it, it's got to be the truth. Right? If you can make enough people believe it, it's got to be true and it's got to be right. But how many times in history has that happened and it's not been? Hitler made a whole Germany believe that being Jewish was bad. Yeah, I did. I called Fallon a B word, and apparently I called her the see you next Tuesday. And I will take this time, and I know she's going to see this, and I will do this to the other one too. Just stop already and Fallon both. I will apologize to you publicly, right here, right now, for calling you the B word and the C word. I apologize wholeheartedly. That was definitely in my past. I'm not doing that to you guys now. I don't like either one of you guys. You don't like me. I don't ever see us liking each other. But I will say I apologize wholeheartedly for calling you ladies that. So, calling someone a name, you're sitting there saying my wife looks like a pig, that's body shaming. If you want to call me a MFer or a bastard or SOB or a butthole or jackass, that's not body shaming. But I do. I wholeheartedly apologize to Fallon and Just Stop already for my comments about them. I don't apologize for saying I don't like you guys, because I don't. But I apologize for the foul language I used against you. Now, if anybody wants to continue to judge me for my past, that's fine. Go ahead. You can judge me for a past that I've already been forgiven for by the one person that it matters the most, and that's the good Lord. Now, I truly and humbly mean the apology I just gave them, those two women. Said out of anger doesn't make it right because I said it out of anger. It doesn't. It really doesn't. But it was said, and I do humbly and wholeheartedly apologize to Fallon and Just Stop already for calling them a see you next Tuesday and the B word. But don't think for 1 second that I'm ever going to like you guys. And I know you don't care if I like you or not. I really don't. So, with that being said, write down C, the letter C, U with a U, and then the first initials for next Tuesday. It spells out a very bad word to call a woman. I didn't throw that word around very often, but I threw it around a couple of times in my life. So, how long have I been on? 1 minute to go. In my mind, I've got to end on certain times. I don't like to end at an odd time. So it's weird. I don't know. My head. But excuse me, guys. But I'm getting off here. I'm going to go in and we're going to try to figure out what we're eating. If we're eating, where we're going to be safe. We're going to be okay. If anybody would like to help us out eating it all, it would be appreciated. And again, I publicly, wholeheartedly, and humbly apologize for calling Fallon and Just Stop already the B and the C word. Now, I would like to think that's a dead subject now that the apology's been given. But if anybody wants to keep trying to beat me up over things in my past, just know you cannot beat me up over things in my past when the good Lord has forgiven me for everything I've done in my life. Because when I asked him for forgiveness, he granted it. If you don't want to accept my apology and forgive that moment, that's fine. You don't have to. Live your life. So I've made my apology. I've asked for forgiveness from the good Lord for everything in my past. And with that being said, I'm going to go inside. Still have to tinkle. And I don't know when we'll be back on. Because I don't want to keep getting on here and it turned into stuff like this. So with that being said, everybody, y'all have a good night. Be kind to each other, guys. It's all we gotta do is be kind to each other, and love each other, guys. We just gotta, instead of reaching out and putting your hand on someone's forehead to push them down, flip that hand around and let them put their hand in yours and lift them up. Thank my mods for being here. Thank you, Shelby. Thank you, Jesse. She's not on right this second. She was the earlier half. Thank everybody who's came on and talked. Y'all have a good day. And we'll catch y'all down the road.